Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Fresh Action Man Cortez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Nassourdine Imavov.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, so here's the French middleweight contender, Nassourdine Imavov, getting back to it as this round gets underway. He's had a lot of big moments in the UFC thus far, and he believes that there are going to be opportunities for him to take advantage of what he perceives to be a grappling edge in this matchup tonight.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Strong hook to the head there by the king of combat, Chris Curtis.
And this dude's cashing chips.
Oh! Huge kick to the head. Nice teep kick there from the kickboxer, and that is going to give the opposition something to think about. I've never eaten one of those, but doesn't seem fun.
No, it sucks. It sucks to get hit with that front kick up the middle. And that is going to allow for him to stay at range. It also deters takedown attempts, because you know that if you change levels into one of those, you are going to sleep.
Looking to establish the jab here, nicely done by Nassourdine Imavov.
Good jab.
It's okay, keep going.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow. Beautiful left punch lands.
Oh, and so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Imavov. Got the single collar tie. 3 minutes to go.
Back in the clinch. Let's see what he does now.
Curtis is swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. Strong hook lands.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
Good knees.
And now some separation.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
Sets up that leg kick beautifully.
He landed another nice leg kick there. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, good series of knees by him there, working the head, working the body. He is going all over the place tonight.
He is using that knee to really dictate where the fight takes place.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Nassourdine Imavov.
And everything's landing with so much power. I mean, over and over, he is taking these strikes to the head. I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out. Gets to the single collar tie.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Imavov.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Well timed with the short uppercut in the clinch by Curtis. It's a nice jab by him there.
Oh, nice elbow.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, beautifully placed Finishes with the hook there by Nassourdine Imavov. Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. And plenty of time with which to work, 30 seconds to go in the round. Nice punch by Curtis. 20 seconds to go in round one. Just out of range with that right hand. Final seconds here. Oh, collar tie. Well, he is in a striking zone now out of the clinch. The hook shots continuing to land to the midsection of his opponent.
He's doing a real good job of finding the angle to land the shots to the body, and not one at a time, but multiple shots to the body, mostly by hook.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready? You ready? Go.
All right, round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Oh, nice job there to land the knee strike to the body, again making great use of his length in this matchup. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Imavov. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Well, he is at his kickboxing best tonight. Another nice, good series of kicks by him there.
I mean, the kicks are coming in bunches. Normally, it's the hands. Tonight, he's throwing kick after kick after kick.
Imavov's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. Oh, he is hurting for certain. Big right hand there. Back to the feet now.
And blocks that hard punch.
Oh, and he lands yet another flush knee. That's going to leave a mark. And again, when you're using this length as effectively as he is here tonight, we might get a finish here in the not-too-distant future. Imavov's blocking well now. So far, a frantic pace as expected. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
All right, so the ref is gonna step in here, yes, and call on the doctor to look at that nose job. Might need one after this fight.
He might, because his face looks so different. He's unrecognizable from yesterday. The blood has really become a problem for him.
Doctor taking a close look, and despite all the damage, it appears as though he will allow the athlete to continue, at least for now.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on the shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance, and as a fighter, that's all you can ask for.
And you know fans don't like doctor stoppages, so they are thrilled.
They start booing. And sometimes guys' eye is hanging off the side of his head.
All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots up top. I mean, he's got to move his head right away. He's waiting, he's being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks. Oh, back and forth we go.
Nassourdine Imavov's nose is absolutely mangled at this stage of the fight. I'm no doctor, but I feel pretty convicted in saying that thing is definitely...
Yeah, he hurt him real bad. He's still hurt.
He's almost out of there. Let's go. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Body kick now by Curtis. Well, he has certainly kept the punch counters busy tonight. He's landed a ton of significant strikes and clearly is winning this fight tonight.
He's winning this fight going away, and it's one of those rare instances where everything comes together.
The action man, Chris Curtis, his nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Well-placed kick there by Nassourdine Imavov. 15 seconds remain in the round. Imavov's cut has really opened up now. That blood is flowing. Didn't necessarily wake up.
He can't even stand.
I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right, heading back to the corner, and Imavov's nose is thankful that's the end of the round. Got to be broken. A lot of blood coming out of that nose area. And we'll see if they indeed call on the ringside physician to take a closer look.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard will not be needed. If we continue to fight as we did in the previous round, somebody is going to sleep.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. Oh, he is stunned. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover. What a fight. What a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurt for sure.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting. Nice.
Vision is compromised, there's no doubt. Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
I am starting to lose track of how many punches this guy has landed to the head of his opponent.
Just misses there with the left. All right, single collar time now. Oh, now the hook in the clinch by the action man, Chris Curtis. Well, confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. And I got to think when you knock a fighter down in the previous round, that's going to think you can do it again.
I mean, confidence is key in anything you do in regards to fighting. So, for him to secure that knockdown early, he has to feel good going forward.
3 minutes now to go to decide this one. Curtis is back in half guard, very comfortable here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, side control now. Oh, another shot gets through. Doctor might have to step in soon. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Imavov.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Well, he's worked very hard on this. Wow, so somehow, some way in this final round, back to the feet.
It's like he played the lottery, John. He's got to his feet now. Does his numbers hit? He has got to hit every button to try to get a finish.
Clipped him with the right hand there. Oh, lands another hook.
If you're going to go out on your shield. If you're going out, go out on your shield. Don't just walk backwards. Go forward. Make him fight you.
Look at his calf, bro. It looks like somebody poured a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon on his calf and left it there all night.
It's all red and it's swelling. He's going to have some difficulties. Look, it hurts right now, but I would not want to be this guy.
Hook to the head lands flush there by Imavov.
He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head.
Just out of range with that left hook. It is hard to hear ourselves on the headsets. This place is going crazy after one of the best fights of the year. Both men put it all on the line. Just really a sight to behold.
Well, they told us. They both told us. Strap it. This is going to be one of the best fights you've ever seen. And boy, has it been looking.
Pressure, the referee has called for the doctor. This could very well mean the end of the fight.
Yeah, the fight's over. There's too much damage. This fight needs to be done.
Yeah, and he wants to continue, but he will not be afforded that opportunity. So that is it. Fans don't like it, but the doctor has to protect the fighters. All right, let's get it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Chris Action Man Cortez.
Well, still hard to hear ourselves in the cans after a dominant win by stoppage for him here tonight. He knew all the challenges in front of him with this kickboxer, still was able to get it done and get him out of there.
He was able to get it done, and he showed that there are different ways of fighting. You can be a fantastic kickboxer, but if you cannot defend takedowns, if you are not able to withstand the storm, you will get taken over. And that's exactly what happened tonight as this well-rounded fighter earns a massive stoppage victory.
All right, almost ready to go with this one. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Katlyn Blood Fighter Chookagian. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Maycee, the Future Barber.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
All right, so here's the perennial flyweight contender and legitimate divisional threat, Katlyn Chookagian. Trains under Renzo Gracie and John Danaher there back on the East Coast. And shout out to her husband, Kyle Cerminara, as well. A hugely unifying force in the corner and career of one, Katlyn Chookagian. And she's not overthinking the matchup here tonight. She understands that perhaps her opponent's going to want to put her on her back, but she's put in the time, as she says, the hay is in the barn. And wherever this fight has to play out, she said, I'm getting the finish tonight. Edge of your seat action as expected so far. Oh, huge left.
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, perfect head kick there.
Oh, Mace. Big shot to the head.
Oh, she found the target again.
Oh, nice combination, yeah. Great job blocking that shot.
Nice hook lands by her early. A little bit of extra sauce on that one as well. She felt like she'd be able to get inside and did a nice job to close the distance there.
Well, she knew that if she threw it, she had to throw it with intent. That was with intent and landed with a lot of impact.
Right hand is there over the top.
It won't take many of those.
Oh, great block there. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that one.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect. Heavy kick downstairs. Just over 3 minutes to go. And there's that jab. Oh, she got inside and right to the single collar tie.
Oh, that kick.
Man, how good is her jab? And there it is again. So that jab has been in her opponent's face from the opening.
It is crazy to watch this, John. It's amazing for us to sit here and watch someone with an understanding of the striking and an understanding of the jab being first, as she is showing us tonight. Great defense. What a block.
Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now. Well, I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be a headhunter, but she is not that, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely. You know, you start to go there, and you land something, and you may think, wow, that was hard. Your opponent doesn't really respond. But as you start to pile them up on them, you start to see exactly what we're seeing right now. And now she can start to capitalize on that.
Less than 2 minutes now to go.
Ooh, what a punch. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night at that landed.
Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those brutal punches to try to knock her out this time.
Get those combinations going. Move those hands.
Well, she connected there. Nicely done.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Under a minute to go. Takedown defense is there.
Staying very active. She lands a nice punch to the head.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh, nasty cut on her nose. She is fauceting blood now. Nice 1-2 there. Able to check the high kick. Oh, that's a heavy kick downstairs. 15 seconds to go. Reached the end of round one.
Stop.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and we've got more fighting. It looked like maybe we'd get a finish there after she landed upstairs.
Well, she was excited. She thought it was done. How does she reshift? How does she get herself back in the moment to try to repeat what she just did, but also top it and actually get the finish?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand here.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
Well, Katlyn Chookagian's boxing looks pretty sharp here tonight. You got to think Mark Henry, Ricardo Almeida like what they're seeing out of Katlyn here in this one. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
And there's that jab.
Defense held up there as she blocks that shot.
When you're in a clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head. Another punch lands, and that gets a pop from the crowd.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow stage. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Good clinch work here, knees to the body by Chukagi. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch.
Oh, nice double leg, yes. Nice pass. And now she's in mount. Nice.
Chukagian's back in full guard now. Oh, what a strike she just landed there from the bottom. Well, no surprise here. She backs off and welcomes her opponent back to the feet. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range.
Nice punch lands over the top. Right to the single collar. She was able to close the distance, and now she's in her position.
Pretty good sequence of punches to the head by her there. Oh, connecting with a series of punches here. She has most definitely found her range. Chukagian's nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area. She landed a nice left punch there. Good fight here, under 2 to go. Nice crack there. Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accurate. Oh, she's got to keep pressing now. Nice jab there. She landed that shot to the leg. Going to the body now with the kick. That one is blocked, though, by Chukagi. Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving.
All right, so a lot of blood becoming a factor now as she continues to attack that cut.
You know, I remember when the cut first happened, you saw her smile. Like, okay, I got her now. Now I'm in my zone. But now all this blood, you can see she's always having a great time because every time she hits her, the blood flies. She can see the effect of the strikes. It is perfect for this young lady, this crazy young lady, because she loves doling out punishment.
Try to establish that jab. Man, high volume of strikes in this round as she continues to land and pour it on. It's amazing that she has been able to maintain this aggression with her striking throughout this fight. Counters with an overhand left. She stuck that one. She got that single collar tie. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. He'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for her here moving forward. Looks like he'll close it up now. All right, she is back to the stool, but dealing with a really big cut on the bridge of her nose. She has eaten jabs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, she's taken far too many shots to the nose. Big shots, devastating shots. And now she is wearing it. She's got a cut on her nose, and she's having to deal with the blood and still her opponent trying to take her head off.
Third round underway. All right, so the previous 2 rounds, pretty entertaining, DC. We'll see who has the upper hand here as this next round gets underway.
Very evenly matched fight, but we knew exactly this when they were matched up. We were excited about the fight. We kind of expected this to be very even between these 2 talented fighters.
She continues to punish the body yet again, just as she did in the last round, picking up exactly where she left off. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Chookagian's eye is starting to swell shut.
Great jab by her.
Overhand is true. Oh, nice investment with the kick to the body.
Pressure, pressure.
Able to land there with the straight left. Chookagian's taking aim at that cut right now, DC, and you got to admire the fighter IQ, right? Might as well keep landing strikes on a target that you have damaged repeatedly throughout the fight. All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Chookagian's back in full guard. Nice slip by her there. She's avoided a lot of these ground and pound offerings.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Chookagian getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, her striking looks good. Under 3 minutes to decide this one. All right, I'm gonna put you in this fighter's shoes, okay? She is clearly losing this fight. Time is not her friend right now. You going for the finish or what?
I am biting down on the mouthpiece, and I am swinging from the hip. Something has to land so that she can win this fight.
All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting the body shots were gonna be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of following the game plan. She spoke to us in the fighter meeting about going to the body, about investing, not worrying about seeing the outcome right away. And it's starting to show now as this fight gets long.
Chookagian's nose is just donating blood by the second here. I'm not so sure that nose isn't broken, DC.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Nice jab. Under 2 minutes to go in our third and final round. Oh, big right hand, yes. Well, fights like this make this sport the greatest in the world. These two ladies have gone back and forth all night. I don't know who's going to be the last woman standing, but it has been one of the best fights of the year.
It's been one of the best fights of the year. Both have laid it on the line. The blood, the bruising, the physicalness of this fight has been so fun to watch. I don't know if I even care who wins the fight. I just know that I've been entertained, and I know that both of these women are going home with some extra bonus money.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now. Man, that hurts to watch as she continues to punish her opponent's body here in this round.
It's another one of those ones where you might think about stopping it.
Oh, yeah, we got blood all over the broadcast table.
It's legit everywhere. It's all over us.
Both girls going at it to end things here.
She's got to start looking to finish here.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Maycee, the future Barber!
All right, so largely the way we saw it, right? A clear, dominant performance by the kickboxer. The boxer goes back to the drawing board, but just not enough answers for all that was coming her way on the feet.
I mean, she looked great. She was able to mix it up. She was able to do everything. Throw a lot of kicks, throw a lot of punches, wrestle a little bit. She did everything in order to earn this decision. This was not because of one skill. I know she's a kickboxer by trade, but tonight she showed that she can do it all.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Johnny Walker! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Atomic Alonzo!
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
All right, early round action here. Johnny Walker Blue, if I can call him that. He has worked very hard to round out his overall MMA game, but this is a striker at his core. And as Ryan Spann and Misha Serkunov and others can attest, when he's on his game, he's one of the most devastating strikers in this division. He likes to have fun in the octagon. Certainly he's a fan favorite, and tonight he feels like there's a matchup that might allow him to put on a show. Able to block the punch there.
Beautiful jab land.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there.
Nice punch to the head. More strikes to the head.
He's been working hard defensively. Kick block there. Both guys appeared to land there. And now that jab starting to get established.
Hands on your face.
Johnny Walker looking fluid on the feet here early. I'm not sure anybody loves fight night and fighting as much as Johnny Walker, dancing and smiling on his way to the octagon. This is a man who is truly able to compartmentalize what is going on, and I think it works to his advantage as a fighter. Misses again with a right punch. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. We march on, 3 minutes to go. Oh, beautiful hook by Walker.
Big elbow.
Man, he has been masterful on the feet this evening, and really his weapon of choice has been that jab. He has had it in his opponent's face all night long. Whiffs on that offering.
Big double leg, double change.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. And he will let his opponent stand up here. Oh, such a natural jab, and there it is again as he gets the hand right to the target.
I mean, right to the target, John. It's like the dude sitting there with a red target on his nose, just getting beat up. Hit bullseye after bullseye after bullseye. I love his ability to feint once and then throw that jab right behind it. It's nasty.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Calf kick lands, and it is starting to bruise now.
Dude better check these kicks. He's not going to be able to fight too long if he doesn't.
Overhand block there by Walker. The right hand just misses. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Lead left by Walker.
Nice block.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Walker's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
That right hand is good.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not turn the lights off. And now he's past trying to find that shot again.
Single leg takedown. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Round two next. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so he survives to the stool, but he's going to need a plastic surgeon on Monday. Let us show you some of the strikes that caused that damage above the eye.
Just beautiful striking on display. He found the target constantly. He opened up a big cut above the eye, and now he sees that he's got a wounded opponent in front of him. He is going to target that eye even more in this next round.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Trying to establish that jab once again. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him. Whether or not he's reaching forward, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Oh, crippling knee to the body. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
He lands a solid punch there.
Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Wow, huge head kick. Gets the elbow up into the target. Well, without much resistance, he continues to find a home for that jab, much like he did in the previous round. 3 minutes to go. Oh, is he opened up now? Nasty cut on the bridge of the nose. Working off the jab, it's good. Oh, a huge block there.
Oh, my goodness. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other side.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive.
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Straight punch, that is useful. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
There it is again. Look at that. You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
Walker's in half guard. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Got to be careful here.
Nicely done. Walker's eyes closing up now. Not good for him.
Lands a quick jab. Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Man, as he landed a high volume of... There's that left hand! Back to the jab now, no good. Missed with that attempt.
These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough.
Oh, and now an uppercut. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Round three next.
Stop.
All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over, but the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, so after one of the more entertaining rounds in recent UFC history, our next round is upon us. Man, those guys both took some serious damage in that previous round.
They both took some damage, and they both gave it. They both gave it as well as they took it. Let's see who wilts and goes down further.
Walker's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. Strong outside leg kick. Walker gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Oh, bone on bone, shin slash foot, right to the skull. You see why I'm a commentator and not a fighter? You see why?
Yeah, those aren't fun. I'm telling you, man, you get kicked in the head, a lot of times it's the end of the night.
Got a little experience with that.
Yes, I do. It's horrible. He's found his range. Now he's in a rhythm, man. It's nice, beautiful punches.
It got checked.
Walker's cut is getting worse here. Man, is that bleeding.
Nice kick.
Down the stretch they come. We're going down to the wire. It has been all action all the time.
I mean, two evenly matched fighters have laid it all out on the line. Let's see who can get the job done as we get to the end of the fight.
Oh, huge right hand! Oh, that's a big right hand that got through. Oh, huge left. Under 3 minutes now to go in this third and final round. Oh, nice punch there in the clinch. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for.
Oh, no!
Just out of range with the big right hand.
Oh, nice.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one is.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight. Now he's going full mount. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Less than 2 minutes with which to work here. Trying to finish this fight. So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight, absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight, celebrate. They should all be very proud.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Atomic Alonzo Menifield.
Well, could you imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight? He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.